Guess what? Cancer got skipped. Cancer gets a special reading. Cancer gets a special reading all on their own. I wonder why that is. I think Spirit just wants me to one by one, I guess they'll tell me one by one when a sign needs to have a special reading. It's not Cancer, I'm sorry, it's Scorpio. Scorpio gets a special reading. And it's funny because when I looked at this, I saw a sting. A bee can sting, but bumblebees don't sting you. Ooh, don't sting, Scorpio. We want a transformation. Let go of this military anger. All right, Scorpio, we're gonna do a reading for you guys, all on your own. What we were doing is we're working with this book, and we fan the pages, and we see where we stop and how the story applies for you. Let me just begin to upload the reading for the rest of the signs. Scorpio. Scorpio's energy needs to be on its own. Scorpio needs to have some special attention, some special focus. Also, there are Scorpios right now who need to remove their energy from other people at this time. And there are Scorpios whose energy is being removed from other people at this time. Because there's been stinging. There needs to be a transformation. The anger needs to go. Okay, so I don't know who that applied to, but it came out. So Scorpio, correct for neutrality. My friend Fern is a Scorpio. He's a good guy. Scorpio, where do we stop for you? Fantasy realms. Okay, so there's been some type of a fantasy situation because I spoke about this in the beginning reading. This is, I'll show you at the beginning of this book. This is Julia Pfeiffer State Park. It's up the coast of California. And on my refrigerator, I can't go over there right now, I'm plugged in because I'm uploading. But I'll bring you over there in a second. That is a picture of it. And it's actually in reverse. And I always wondered why. But this is where you landed. You landed on the reverse side. This is the true side. This is what it truthfully looks like. This is the third eye. This is connected to spirit. There's a lion here. There's a lion here. There's a squirrel here. There's a squirrel here. When I saw the lion, there's a lion. So there's been lying. Something has been a fantasy. Something has not been true. The waters have been churned up. It's been a lie that's taken place. Spirit says, get prepared for big changes in your life. You need to go and follow your intuition. And the lion doesn't always have to roar. The lion is speaking about gentleness, compassion, forgiveness, and courage. Nobility. But here, things have been whipped up and you landed in the fantasy realm. So there's been something that's been a fantasy that you need to tap into the truth of. You need to tap into the wisdom of your third eye to have safe passage. This is passage 2. So fantasy was the first way you went. Now you're moving in to the way you're supposed to go. This is the reality of things. This was the fantasy. These are the different symbols that were here for the other signs, but you have them all. The bee represents getting busy and getting after the honey. It also represents victory, but through your own hard work. It also represents working as a team. The butterfly is yellow, which is forward movement, the divine masculine, growth. The butterfly has black wings, meaning we all have darkness within us. This one is flying high, a transformation. We have to be willing to go the distance, even if it means getting singed, burned along the edges. Remember where we come from. Remember the stars that we came from. This is a military star, however, so there may be a battle that you're going through or that you have been through, and there's a transformation and a new beginning. But it only comes from being busy and getting after it yourself, doing the work. Also, I'm noticing for the first time, this bumblebee has green eyes. So it's about what would love say, what would love do. A bumblebee doesn't sting. So watch your words. Okay, fantasy. And what we did was we worked with the power animals for your message. So for Scorpios, how does this apply for you? Correct for neutrality. There was lying. There was a fantasy. There was an illusion. The emotional waters were chopped up. Or you need to recognize the illusion. Is it fear of moving forward? That's a lie. False evidence appearing real. not. It's an illusion. You need to see past that. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Scorpios. Forgiveness. Let go of your judgments. So there may have been a lie that took place. There may have been, you may have been under an illusion of something. Whatever it is, you're being asked to let go of the judgment. Again, the color yellow is about forward movement. It's about growth. And it's speaking about transformation on your behalf. So the pelican, as a totem animal, they are a community bird, just like the bee, right? So this might have had to do with work situation or friends, family. It's talking about accepting your own follies. It's talking about accepting your own mistakes and realizing, were you someone who told a lie? Were you someone who got caught up in a fantasy of something? Did you create a fantasy in your own mind, believing something to be true that wasn't? You're being asked to forgive yourself for believing something that wasn't true, for possibly telling a lie to yourself or to someone else. You're being asked to forgive another who may have done this for you. But the pelican, they go along and they scoop up in their emotional waters a great big bill filled with water. They have to dump what is not theirs to carry, right? They can't fly with it. So it's talking about releasing your burdens. It's also telling you right now that you thinking you're a lone bird is not the truth. The bird represents tweeting, also emails, text messages, online communication. Has there been something done in a nefarious way? Has something been done in a gossip? Has something been done in a manipulative way? It needs to be dropped. All negative behavior needs to be dropped. If someone has done this to you, drop the baggage. This is an illusion when you feel that you're separated from others. You're not. The pelican is a community bird, just like the bumblebee. So recognize that if you judge another person, you're actually judging a part of yourself. See the black around your wings? None of us are imperfect. There's a shadow. We all have that. So we're supposed to release the judgments of ourselves, of other people. And right now you're being given an opportunity to forgive either yourself or another. And it might be something that they've done. And it might be something that you've imagined. But forgiveness right now. Right now, if I wrote you a symphony just to say how much you mean to me, would you date me on the regular? Would you want to be on my team? I've been around the world. I've not seen myself in another girl. This ring represents my heart. So, is someone asking forgiveness because they took you for granted? Has someone chosen another and that's hurt you? And because of that, were you under the illusion that someone was supposed to be for you, but in all reality, they have a soul connection somewhere else? Do you need to forgive that situation? Do you need to forgive yourself for being in an illusion? Do you need to forgive someone for lying? But you have to forgive. You've got to drop it. You've got to let go because you can't move forward. There can't be a new beginning. There can't be a transformation. You won't have victory unless you let go of the whatever it is that's holding you back. Also, you can't continue to repeat the same thing again and again and expect a different story. This is not real. This is. You need to tap into your third eye and see things. This is Squirrel is talking about preparing for big changes. The emotional waters are whipped up here. We want them to be smooth once again. That happens by forgiveness taking place for you or for another. And sometimes, it doesn't mean someone may be asking someone else to marry them. You may have thought this person was going to be with you. That's a tough pill to swallow. But recognize that this is a transformation that's happening for a reason. It's not in your highest good. There's a soul connection on this side. That's the truth. This is a fantasy. Is this you or someone else? You will have peace if you let go. You don't have to be friends with someone who's hurt you. But you have to let go of the judgment. You have to let go of the anger so that you can fly forward unencumbered and come to a place of peace. It's about cooperating with the universe. It's about being graceful. Sometimes it feels like a sacrifice on our behalf. Let something go. Butterfly says, let it go, and if it returns, let it rest upon you gently. Don't go chasing. You can't chase a butterfly. So it's either you that needs to offer another forgiveness, accept someone's apology, or you need to maybe, sometimes we don't get an apology. Sometimes we just need to let a situation go. Or it's you that has to forgive yourself for believing in something that wasn't true. It could be that you are speaking negatively about yourself. Right? It could be this guy talking, this other guy. Hey, I'm not going to try. Hey, me and your boyfriend, this guy's hitting on this other guy's girl. I ain't your guy. So has somebody been disrespectful to you? Somebody been a player? Wow, you know what? The guy's a jerk. I forgive this situation. I release it because I don't want to give you my energy. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to transform. Forgiving you doesn't mean you're a good guy. Forgiving you doesn't mean it's okay what you did. It just means I'm no longer wishing to carry it because I have bigger and better in front of me. I'm going to let go of the fantasy and I'm going to grab onto the reality and know that I deserve it. Is that your situation? There's so many different things that this could be. It could be you yourself that is the one that has behaved badly. So let go of judgment of yourself. Forgive yourself so that you can move forward and welcome a new day. That's your reading, guys. Have a great day. Love you.